Well, that's a wrap on Facing Reality. I just recorded my last episode and it was so great. I got to chat with the winners of the Amazing Race Canada, Jesse and Jonathon. We also talked about their castmates, especially the final four, and how they all brought something special to the race. I unfortunately didn't get to talk with Grace or Joe, Evie or Blake, or Nippy and Magoo, and I loved all of those teams so much. It was such an incredible cast this year. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you to Jesse and Jonathon for this last interview, which was just perfect. The perfect cherry on a very delicious cake. We talked about queer representation, why we love reality television, the power of it, and how they feel after having raced an incredible race. Again, thank you for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts, and keep following Sarah Hanlon, Pop Culture Scholar, for more reality TV takes, red carpet interviews, and all things pop culture. I've been waiting to scream back at you because I've been screaming with you this whole season.
Oh, we do scream a lot. I had no idea that I screamed as much as I do, and my family's like, "No, you scream a lot. You really do." I'm like, "Oh, had no idea."
I was screaming last night when you guys won. I have to say,
Thank
right
you.
from day one, I was rooting for you guys. You brought so much energy, so much enthusiasm and passion. So my first question has to be, and this is going to be a little bit for Jonathon because I know it was your big passion. Why reality television and why The Amazing Race Canada?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think as a young queer boy growing up, reality TV has always been like the place where you saw like positive queer representation, I think. It's just like people being like their authentic selves. And so I think I always connected before I even realized that I was gay. It was just always a place where I could feel seen and feel safe. And so I think that's probably what drew me to it. And I also love competition. Like I love board games and card games and all that stuff. I love like people getting eliminated. Like I love like it's just a fun, I just love that stuff. Like I organize my own games. Um I do this for fun. So yeah, it was just it's always been a big draw. And why the Amazing Race Canada? I think it's just like it is the best one out there. I think it's just so much fun. It's such a sorry, you're from another show. I shouldn't say that.
No, no, no. I was agreeing. I think Amazing Race Canada, as well as Big Brother Canada, I think
Yeah.
they're two of the best to do it
Yes.
in terms of
Yeah.
They can
production
tie. It can be a
value.
tie. It can be a tie. Yeah. But I just it's such a cool experience. I mean, I love social games and love like voting people out, like that type of stuff too. I think that's so fun too. But I think there's something special about the Amazing Race Canada being quite wholesome and quite like fun. And it's just like a very positive show. We get to show off the beautiful corners of our country. We get to show off like our friendship or like the relationships that are coming to the show. And so it's just like such a positive show. Like there's definitely some strategy and there's definitely some drama that happens, but overall, it's just a fun, positive show. And so I think I just knew that it would be fun to be on. And I always felt not confident about like that we would win, but I always felt confident that this is something that I could do well at. So that's always been a plus.
And
And then
boy,
he
did
ate the
you guys
competition.
do well. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it was great.
You guys killed it. You could tell you were so prepared. You knew the show front and back. And thank you for that thoughtful answer. I was just like, everything you said, I was like, yes, yes, yes. I feel totally the same way about reality television and The Amazing Race Canada. And you guys fit into The Amazing Race Canada so well because not only were you competitive in that healthy way, which I think, yeah, it's good to have, regulated with guidelines, healthy competition, within the bounds of this game. It's good to compete and you guys, followed the rules, but you still showed cooperation with other teams. And what I really loved is your guys' like friendship, how special that is, and the support you two gave each other. Jesse, is that part of the reason why you wanted to go on the show, is to kind of showcase your guys' relationship? Because it was really special to watch.
And see, I love John. I love our relationship. I didn't realize how special it was until I was watching it. And then hearing other people interact. Like it's just the way that we talk to each other. It's Jonathan is one of the best community builders in the world. He is so great at pulling people together with a care and thoughtfulness. We went into that race without an ego for each other. We went in with this commitment of just we're here in this together. We're not here to blame each other. We're here to just support each other. And so yeah, I think like watching it back and hearing other people talk, I said on the final mat, like anyone would be so lucky to have a friend like Jonathan, and I just feel that so thoroughly. And I'm so grateful for the friendship we have. But we also want to demonstrate queer joy. It's a rough world out there right now, for queer people. There's a lot of different things going on, and I think the most powerful thing you can do in response to that is just be joyful and be happy and be living just so happy. And that's we were so happy. Maybe we scream a lot. Who knows? But like we were winning money. We were having so much
Yeah.
fun. Ripping a clue is the most exciting thing in the world because you're suddenly looking at like what you've seen on TV for years, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Like, oh my gosh, we're going somewhere. It's so much fun. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Wow.
I could not imagine ripping that clue. I would be screaming too. And that is another thing that's so powerful about reality television. Jonathan, you said it. It's like, you know, in different shows, there an attempt could be made to maybe pigeonhole somebody, but we're real people. So we get to be our dynamic, full, authentic selves. And that was so powerful to watch too. And I do think there is something to that chosen family that queer people are often sadly put in the position of making because they feel excluded maybe from their actual family or more mainstream groups. So as a queer person, I recognize that in your guys' relationship, it's a little bit more than friends. It's a little bit like, I'm going to show up for you in a way that, you know, society probably hasn't. And like, you can recognize that like care. And it only makes sense that it's the type of work that you do, Jonathan. And I'm sure your communities were both so proud to watch you.
Yeah.
How has the reaction been? Because it's like a surprise when you go on, and then it's kind of like, we did the Amazing Race Canada. Tell me a little bit about how that's been.
Honestly, like we've had weekly watching parties in Vancouver. We've had watching parties in our hometowns, and watching so many people come out and just cheer us on and be so happy for us. And there was never like a jealousy of like, oh, like none of our friends were ever jealous or anything like that. It was just so much excitement. They wanted us to win to represent our communities. I just the love that we felt from literally coast to coast to coast has just been wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I've loved the whole like the watch party aspect of this, and just having that like that community building aspect. Like we had 100 people show up at a bar last night in Vancouver. They thought that Jesse was going to show up. He didn't. Because
Because we're out in Toronto right now.
yeah, but yeah, like, and then we had a family come in to Toronto to watch the finale as well, and they had no idea what was going to happen. Like, so it was a big shock to everybody. And so just watching those genuine reactions, I think one of my favorite things is, and I'm not trying to plug my Instagram here, but there's a video, there's a video on my Instagram where it's like at the watch party where we're doing the Granny Square challenge in Gander and we're going for our final attempt, the successful attempt, and the atmosphere in that bar was so tense. People were so because they thought we might be going home. They're like, oh gosh, ooh, this might be it. And so there's just this intensity, and then we do the check, and then there's the ding that we got it right, and then the bar just erupted. Like I was brought to tears by just the joy that was the genuine joy that was in that room. And I watched that video like over 100 times because it just brings me so much joy to see our community show up for us like that. It's just been such a beautiful part of this experience. My parents are the hugest fans and their community, they watching it with friends. It's just been beautiful.
We said it multiple times when we were on the show because I don't know if you noticed, but teams were targeting us for a bit, basically the entire episode, the entire season. And we could feel it, and we would just get back to the hotel room and be like, "I'm just so excited to share this with our community because that is who we're here representing and feeling." And so, to have this hope that our community would love us so much and then just be wowed by that was just amazing.
Oh, that must be the best feeling because I know obviously you're there to win, but that's obviously important too. And I've talked to, your castmates as they leave the show. And I know that even more so than something like Big Brother Canada, I think The Amazing Race, you're so in the moment. So you kind of forget that the cameras are there. And there's such high pressure situations. So I know in Big Brother Canada, there were moments when I thought, oh, I hope I'm, not doing anything out of character or anything that I wouldn't want to do. So there's like that added extra pressure. So when you come out and not only you know that you won, but then you're watching back and you feel I did good. I represented and people saw me the way I, looked up to people or, felt seen by people also on TV, whether it reality or not. It's like that gift that keeps on giving, and your family and friends get that reaction. I always say too, I think it's for people's family and friends watching their loved ones on reality television. That's a roller coaster in and of itself. You can't really anticipate how much it changes your feelings when you know the people on these shows, right?
Totally.
Yeah. Like my dad watching the show has been like getting the text messages because they would be watching from Ontario. Well, they would watch the Maritimes broadcast, the Atlantic Canada broadcast, and I would just be getting messages at like 5 p.m. Vancouver time of like what was happening and them like freaking out and then like so especially in the Newfoundland Labrador episode just like I can't take it, oh my gosh I can't take it, and they didn't find out that we made it through until like the 57th minute. And so yeah, that was just so fun.
A true
They
credit
were
to
so
the
invested.
yeah, I mean, and the show right up into the finale, it was very, even though you guys, were leaders from the start, you did face, other teams saw that right
Yeah.
away. You did face really stiff competition. All the cast members were incredible and had their own beautiful ways of kind of like getting over their stresses and calming themselves. So it was, I think, the best season yet.
Yay.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
And like the people we raced against, such incredible people. Like watching the episode last night,
Oh,
like Nippy getting through the grain elevator challenge, and just seeing how supportive Magoo was of her, and I just found that moment just so beautiful
yeah.
to watch because we obviously didn't see it, so we didn't know that had all happened. We just knew that they were behind us, and we didn't see what had happened and what she was going through, and just watching her push through it was just such an awesome thing to see. And yeah, as you said, there's so many beautiful journeys that have happened through the show, and it's such a pleasure getting to watch it back because we experienced our own journey on the race, and we saw the other teams. We're not in the car with them, we're not seeing what's happening, and so just getting to watch that back, we could tell the Short Kings were a lot of fun, but just seeing how much fun they were watching the episodes.
How bad they are at directions. It's truly wild. We went out for lunch with the Short Kings in Calgary, and he got lost on the way to lunch. I was like, dude, come on.
It's a bit
But
now
yeah,
at this point,
yeah,
right? He's
they're
got to
like
stick
so
with
many
it.
incredible people. They're amazing. So many incredible teams. Yeah.
Oh, so one last question. Thank you guys so much for your time. It's been such a pleasure to watch you guys. Like I said, it's been a gift. Um, has your relationship or opinion about reality TV changed? Because I know you guys knew the genre, knew the show so well, but is there a difference having actually gone on it?
I think for me, I like The Amazing Race is real through and through. And I was very shocked by that. I was like, I just thought it'd be more like planned or something, but it's like a real race from start to finish. It is so real when you're doing it. There's so many factors at play. You're running around in the real world. There's like a random vehicle could get stopped on the highway and now you're backed up there. And like, it's so real. And I think there's a big perception that reality TV is not real. But through The Amazing Race Canada, I'm just like, oh no, that's like, it's real. It's very real.
Yeah. And I think what I learned from it or just gained from it is such an appreciation for the people who put it together
Yeah.
and put it together so seamlessly. It's just so impressive what they do, and they have to deal with us. And just giving us that experience is such a gift. And it's like their job is to put on a show, but it's also to create these moments for us to then air on TV. And just so thankful for them. And it's so cool seeing that aspect of it.
I should probably buy the audio engineers hearing aids too, because they also had to hear the screams much louder.
Start a little list.
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I mean? But to your point, it is a gift. The people who create these shows are gifts, including the people who go on. So thank you both for facing reality and getting on there and showing us such a beautiful relationship and an incredibly flawless race.
Oh,
So
thank you.
good. Thank
And
you so
thank you.
much.
And I've been enjoying this series. I've been watching all the interviews. And so thank you so much for having us. It's been such a treat.
Oh, that means the world to me. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy. Now you get to shout it from the rooftops. We won! I was not recording. Oh, yes, I was. Yes,